I know I'm waiting, yearning for something known only to me.
Let us now examine the situation from a different angle. Man is so constituted that there are two distinct spheres of his activity. One is the sphere in which he finds himself totally regulated by the divine law. Like other creatures, he is completely caught in the grip of the physical laws of nature and is bound to follow them. But there is another sphere of his activity. He has been endowed with reason and intellect. He has the power to think and form judgments, to choose and reject, to approve and spurn. He is free to adopt whatever course of life he chooses. He can embrace any faith and live by any ideology he likes. He may prepare his own code of conduct or accept one formulated by others. Unlike other creatures, he has been given freedom of thought, choice, and action. In short, man has been bestowed with free will. Both these aspects coexist side by side in man's life. In the first, like all other creatures, he is born Muslim, invariably obeying the injunctions of God, and is bound to remain one. As far as the second aspect is concerned, he is free to become or not to become a Muslim. It is the way a person exercises this freedom which divides mankind into two groups, believers and non-believers. An individual who chooses to acknowledge his Creator accepts him as his real master, honestly and scrupulously submits to his laws and injunctions, and follows the code. He has achieved completeness in his Islam by consciously deciding to obey God in the domain in which he was endowed with freedom of choice. He is a perfect Muslim. His submission of his entire self to the will of Allah in Islam, and nothing but Islam. He has now consciously submitted to him whom he had already been unconsciously obeying. He has now willingly offered obedience to the Master whom he had already owed obedience to involuntarily. His knowledge is now real, for he has acknowledged the being who endowed him with the power to learn and to know. Now, his reason and judgment are set on an even keel, for he has rightly decided to obey the being who bestowed upon him the faculty of thinking and judging. His tongue is also truthful, for it expresses its belief in the Lord who gave it the faculty of speech. Now, the whole of his existence is an embodiment of truth, for in all spheres of life, he voluntarily as well as involuntarily obeys the laws of one God, the Lord of the universe. Now, he is at peace with the whole universe, for he worships him who the whole universe worships. Such a man is God's vice-regent on earth. The whole world is for him, and he is for God.
But we'll never know, 'cause that's not the way it was. I beg for your